Hello YouTube folks. Hey, I've got a few subscribers that are always kind of checking in on the content on my car that I make. I really like you guys and appreciate you. Repetitive guys and girls that come back and check out content. Man, awesome. And I'm just here to make videos to help our community. Have fun making videos. Bug just hit me in my mouth. But make videos and share content. But today I have something that's pretty exciting. As you may have known in my last video, I upped the little ante on protecting my car, and I got the whole front of the car paint protection, PPF coating on there, or a sheet, and protected the whole front of the car. And so I will be traveling here, and you know, I just wanted to protect the front of my car. I love my car. Also, too, the installer, the Dallas people at the warehouse that installed this were like, man, they have $1 million cars come in, their show cars and Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Porsches and McLarens and all kinds of cars. And they were like, man, your car is the cleanest 3-year-old daily driven car we've seen almost since we've been open. And I was like, man, cool. I was like, man, I do take a lot of care of my car and intentionally try to drive it and protect it and keep it looking brand new. So I took that as a compliment, and he was like, man, that's a clean looking car, because they had to put it up on a lift and inspect, you know, and get it real close to see if there were rock chips and dings were, because when this paint protection lays down on it, it accents the chips. And so they have to want to go in and touch those chips up before they apply this coat. So they get a special lighting and get real close and make sure and try to fix things, paint correct, before they apply this. Okay, enough of that. So anyways, my windshield is not protected. And this is a big concern, because all the cars that I've driven and the cars that I've rented have gotten rock chips in the front windshield damage. And that's the last thing I want to do. I want to keep my factory windshield intact. I don't want another windshield. I don't want to have it replaced. And so the options that they recommended, but they don't recommend, they said, well, we just don't recommend having the front PPF on the windshield because of the windshield wipers. They said it just leaves marks, and it's super expensive, $500 or $600. And they said there's just nothing good out right now that we would recommend. And too, that it can, baking in the sun, it can get where it's hard to take off a year later to replace it. And so they were just like, man, the best thing to do is just, you know, fork out the money or deductible, whatever your insurance, and replace your windshield when it gets cracked. And they were like, just, you know, I was like, the Ferrari guys and Lamborghini guys do that? And he was like, yeah, that's how it works. And I was like, okay. Well, so that we know that, you know, internet and the search engines listen to you and see what you type. And so what popped up was a cheap, inexpensive way to protect your windshield, and I have it here. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up closer to the camera so you can see what this is. All right, so this is Shatter X. It's a product that just came up on the internet, and I researched it, and I like what it is. It says that this product, a normal standard windshield, is a hardness of 5, and when this product is applied, it's similar to a ceramic nano coating. It is boasting that it will increase the hardness of your windshield to 9 hardness. And then they also have videos, and there's other you know, statements that this will protect your windshield from small pebbles, not big rocks or anything, but pebbles, you know, typically what's encountered on the road that cracks your windshield, or, you know, puts little pinhead white marks on there, or, you know, then you get the ones that will shatter a little bit and splinter out. But this will protect, and it said up to 200 to 300 mile an hour with rocks coming at your windshield. So I'm gonna try this out and see how well it works. And I'm really pleasantly surprised with shipping was like a day and a half. And I mean, they're not based here in Dallas. So they send it extra fast, free shipping. There was a 15% discount code to buy this first time product. This lasts 1 year. You can buy additional products for additional years. But it came fast, and then it was like $34, $35.99, and then with 15% discount code, then it was like $24.99. And so also too, this is a helps the water to bead off. And that, what is that called? Why am I drawing a blank now? I can't think of it just right this second. I will in a minute, but it helps the water to bead off. Hydrophobic, hyperphobic, or and this paint PPF has that quality, but it's not like super stellar. And I have other products that put on there and that help the water to bead off, but it's good, but it's not like amazing. So this will, in the worst sense of it, if it doesn't protect the windshield, which I will be very disappointed if it doesn't do what it says, but it'll also help the water to bead off. And it's basically just a one-time apply to the front windshield. It has 2 different cloths in here, and I'll demonstrate that. It's got to be noted that it's got to be between 60 and like 75 degrees when you apply this. That's what the instructions say. So right now it's probably in the 80, 85. So I'm going to wait this evening and do it in the garage and apply that to the front windshield. So other than that, I hope it works. I'm going to test it out over the next few weeks or next few months. And obviously I can tell when a rock hits the windshield because it makes a big, smash sound. If it's a good sized rock at a decent speed. And we'll test that out and I'll share with everybody, because for $24 or $34 to protect your windshield from rock chips and the little small white specks, when a real small rock hits your windshield, I notice those things. I mean, when I'm looking through my windscreen, I can see them and I hate them. So this would be a really good product if it works, and I'll test it out for everybody, okay? All right. Alright, looks like it's doing pretty well. Not the greatest, it is beading off and beading on it while it's there. It could be better, and hopefully when I apply my last coat protectant to different stages, we'll get a little bit more of that hydroscopic effect where the water sheets off. It's doing alright. I haven't applied it in a long time, and I haven't applied it to the new PPF, so it's obviously not on here, but this has some of that quality. All right, so we're inside the garage now. It's not warm in here at all by any ways. I think it does say that it needs to be on the cooler side, so you don't want to do this out in the sun or in the extreme heat. It comes with 2 packets. This is the single use for just doing your windshield, and this is once a year. So it comes with a left and a right side. So we got a cleaner wipe and a nano coating wipe. So it's clearly marked. We're going to take the cleaner wipe and we're going to clean the windshield off on one side, and then you can open the package and clean the other. But and then there's a nano coating wipe, again repetitive. And make sure, as another good video has pointed out, get all the glass up into the corners, under the wipers. All the way up to the edge. And then flip it over. All right, it says to let that dry, maybe 15 minutes. I'm gonna follow the instructions, they know best. Let that, make sure that's dried. Come back probably with a dry microfiber cloth, really clean microfiber cloth. Just make sure that's all really, you know, all the residue, if any residue is left, it's removed. And then I'll apply the nano coating. So here we go. All right, after waiting 10 minutes, as it says in the instructions, get a clean microfiber cloth and come and buff off any of the streaks. I see some, and I see some just little minuscule little, just micro, very small little indentions from rocks that, there are just a few of them. They're not anything bad that most people would notice or care about, but I do. So hopefully I'll tell y'all if the coating is supposed to kind of fill those in and make those less apparent. I heard that, so we'll see how that works. There's a little small rock mark. All right. It says let these nano coating wipes dry for an hour, for 24 hours. And then come in and buff after about 60 minutes. I'm gonna apply it and it's gonna go on, and I guess it's gonna be kind of hazy. And then after an hour, and it has dried to a certain point, and then we're gonna come in with a clean microfiber cloth and clean that off. Read your instructions. It comes with a little instruction card. Fold it over, lay it down, circular motion, get it all the way over to the edges. Nano coating side number 2. All right, so we're complete with that phase. So we're just gonna let that dry for an hour in here and come back and buff that off, and we should be good to go, and it'll last up to a year's time. And so that should protect. Hopefully the boast and the claims work. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt, and I'll easily be able to see how rock chips affect the windshield after this point, after it's been coated on there. Okay. I'll touch back on future videos and tell you about how I feel, because I'll be brutally honest. I'll be a thorn in the side of these guys on the internet if their claims don't match up to what they're claiming. Okay.